Hey, it's Mike from Party for Crafts, and I'm back with my Monport Onyx 55 watt. Today I'm going to be giving my final review and how I rank it on a variety of scales. First thing that I want to rate it on is packaging and shipping. And for packaging and shipping, I would have to give this 5 stars. This thing was so well packaged. It was in this box with plenty of foam. There was foam holding everything together with straps around it so it could be picked up. Everything on the inside was packaged well so that nothing was going to get damaged in shipment. It was marked well. It arrived quickly. Altogether, it was an excellent experience with packaging and shipping. So I give packaging and shipping for the Monport Onyx 55 watt 5 stars. All right, next up is setup. Setup was easy. All I had to do, I made a setup video, plugged in the external fan, added a little fluid to it, put in the crumb tray. That was about it. There was a little bit of setup on the software side of it where I had to set up light burn. And if you've ever used light burn before, then that'll be no problem for you. It was the same as any other light burn laser. There was some calibrating the camera. Any light burn laser that has a camera has to be calibrated. But that was more difficult than, say, an X-Tool P2 or a Glowforge that doesn't require that kind of calibration at the beginning. So for setup, I'm going to give it 4 stars. Nothing that's the fault of the laser. It's just setting up a laser with light burn is more difficult than some of the other lasers. So 4 stars for setup. Next up, speed and power. 55 watts is pretty good power. It's not as good as 100 watts or 130 watts, but this is a 55 watt laser. So compared to Glowforge, X-Tool, GYK Cloud. It's more than the Glowforge. It's about the same as the X-Tool and the GYK Cloud, but it's not as much as, say, like a Thunder 100 watt. It's not an RF laser tube, so the power is good. It could be better. In this price range, it is an excellent power. It is way cheaper than a Glowforge. It's cheaper than an X-Tool. It's cheaper than a Thunderbolt. Way cheaper than all of those. So the power could be better. I'd say 4 stars. But I would say power for the price. I didn't even take a picture with 5.5 stars. Power for the price is excellent. The only other laser really in this price range are diodes and K40s. And K40s, I do not recommend unless you love tinkering and 3D printing and building to get a usable laser. This laser is in that same price range and you don't have to do any of that stuff. So power and speed for the price, 5.5 stars. Speed, 500 millimeters per second. That's good. That's very good. It's way faster than any of the Glowforge models. So for speed, I also give it 5 stars. You'd have to go to a $15,000 RF laser to get much faster than that. Then the next one is another dual rating for build quality. I would give it 3.5 stars. 3.5 stars for build quality. But build quality for the price, I would give it 5 stars. I had some issues with the lid closing, and I had to put some wood underneath one leg to get it to close all the way. There's a little bit of roughness in the edges there. It didn't come with a plug for the front port for the pass-through, but it has one for the back port. So 3.5 stars for overall build quality. It has some stuff. I had an issue one time with the water pump. Got it taken care of right away. Build quality for the price, by far 5 stars. This one seems to be really important to my followers. Followers ask a lot about customer service. The customer service for this laser was very good. They have a website where you can message technicians. They have Facebook Messenger, a group chat where you can chat other experts. They have Facebook Messenger where you can message the technicians at the company and get help. There is a time delay because the technical support answers in their time zone. So I think I'll give technical support 4.5 stars. There are some lasers where they come out and visit you to help you set it up, and they'll fly out to help you fix it. Like, that's what it would take to get 5 stars. So 4.5 stars for customer support is still good. Everything I needed, they answered right away, and I got what I needed. Next, I'll rate it on the kind of materials that it can cut. And I will give it 4 stars for that. But with the caveat that I would give any laser 4 stars. This laser can't engrave metal without using a black metal laser spray, which is great, and Monport sells that too. But it can't do metal natively, but it can do wood and leather and all colors of acrylic. Where a diode laser can mark metal, but it can't do clear acrylics. And a fiber laser can engrave, deep engrave metal, but it's not really made for wood or clear acrylics. So every laser, I would give 4 stars on the materials that it can do. But this one in particular can do anything except metal, unless you use a marking spray, and then it can mark metal black. Also, CO2 lasers like this one, they struggle a bit with glass, and you have to use a spray or a sticker on glass to get a really good engrave with it. But no laser does everything, so I would give any laser 4 stars on the materials that it can cut and engrave. All right, we did ease of setup. How about ease of use? The ease of use is just as easy as any other light burn laser. Look at me, I'm upside down. Any other light burn laser. This one has a camera instead of a red dot. I really like red dots. I don't trust fisheye cameras. I went through the calibration process on this one, and it should be pretty good. And I showed you during the video that I got that line pretty close to an existing cut on that acrylic, and it came out just like it was set up. And that was good. I don't see where the piece of material went to show you, but it was pretty good. I haven't tried like a serious alignment, but my generic Ruida laser at home, I love the red dot framing. This one has framing, but you kind of have to look and see where the laser nozzle is and watch where it goes. It has a camera, but they're not super reliable. XLP2 has like a close-up camera that helps. Glowforge, camera only, no framing at all. You cannot use that camera for alignment, so you have to build a jig or something. So it's better than that. Otherwise, you put the settings in, you set it for line or fill, meaning cut or engrave. You can preview it to see how long it's going to take, and you hit start. That's it. That's all there is to it. That's pretty simple. If you need to do something thick, you could take the crumb tray out. You just slide it out from here. And it has some safety switches back there. So that's all there is to it. The bottom is taken out of it. So if you wanted to put a basketball in here, lift the whole machine up and put a basketball in there, you could do that. Just be sure the basketball is safe to laser engrave. This laser is at a school makerspace, and we have teenagers using it. So another thing that I want to rank it on is safety. And this one is pretty safe. Any laser that has a pass-through slot is a little less safe than one that doesn't, because there's a possibility laser beam could come out here and hit you in the eye. But it does have micro switches for the lid. I just showed you it does have micro switches for the door, so you can't open the door completely without turning the laser off. And you can't open the top lid completely without turning the laser off. So pretty good safety. I think I'd give it 4.5 stars for safety. With this slot open, I would usually, or if the door was open or if I had it lifted up, I would wear some laser safety goggles. Okay, next up is the accessories. The accessories really that come with the Monport Onyx 55 watt are the external fan, which, some people spend $100 getting one of those on their own, and the rotary, which can also cost, $100 to $200 if you buy it separately. So for such an inexpensive laser to come with accessories like that is pretty good. I'm going to give it 4 stars for accessories because I really wish it had a chuck rotary. I'm not a big fan of roller rotaries because for angled glasses and angled tumblers and things like that, it makes it difficult. If you have a perfectly cylindrical tumbler like this, you could make this work of course, with the creme tray out, maybe lift it up a bit. But if you have an odd shape one, if you have a wine glass that's tilted at the top, it makes it more difficult. So I personally prefer chuck rotaries over roller rotaries, but it came with a rotary and you can do tumblers with this rotary. So 4 stars for accessories. Next up, I'll review the instructions. The instructions that come with it are 0 stars. They're completely unreadable, and you should toss it in the trash as soon as you get it. But they will provide you with a link to the PDF version of the instructions that are much better. 0 stars for the instructions that come with it. I'd say 4 stars for the instructions that they'll email you with the PDF file. That one is much more user-friendly. There's still some stuff in it that I think are missing. I didn't see in there like how many steps per rotation the rotary is and some things like that. So I give it 4 stars for the PDF version of the instructions. There are some videos out there. I've posted some videos out there. And so overall the PDF version of the instructions are pretty good and pretty useful and fairly easy to read. So 4 stars on that. So my overall review of the Monport Onyx 55 watt is going to be a double review again. Overall, I give it 4 stars. Overall, for the price, I give it 5 stars. This thing is a good laser. If you can't afford a Thunder or an X-Tool or G-Wiki or a Boss or an Epilogue, if you can't afford one of those lasers, this is at a price range that makes lasers affordable, and getting in at 55 watts with high engraving speed and acceleration. This is an accessible laser that is usable. It's user-friendly. You could jump right into this with your first laser with a little bit of help from some YouTube videos and some Facebook groups, and you could make this work. So 4 stars overall review, 5-star overall review for the price. So if you want an affordable laser that's faster and more powerful than the one you have, you don't want to spend a lot of money, this would be a great choice. If you want a laser just for doing tumblers while your other laser is cutting out ornaments or something, this could be a great choice. So overall, I think the Monport Onyx 55 watt is a great laser for the price, and it definitely has a place in the consumer laser world. So there you go. There's my overall review for the Monport Onyx 55 watt laser. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments below. All right, I'll see you next time.